What's going on, guys? Charles here. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to teach you how to get Clickbank sales using Facebook ads. Now, this is a really cool way because, when it comes to Facebook advertising, Facebook can get complicated because the traffic that comes from Facebook is cold traffic, meaning that it's really hard to convert it to a sell. But using the strategy, you can actually convert that traffic to warm traffic and then sell a Clickbank product to them. It's really powerful, works most of the times for most of the products. I'll explain which products it works for, which products it doesn't work for. And also it's something that I'm using, a lot of people are using, and it's working. You just have to, put the time, because when it comes to using, getting Clickbank sales using Facebook, the hardest part, is Facebook ads itself, not the funnel or the system that you're gonna build for it. All right, so let's go over to my computer. Let me show you exactly how this works step by step. So we're gonna do this video in two parts. The part one is gonna be me actually building the funnel, and part two is gonna be me doing the ads for you. All right, so again, if you feel this video is incomplete, it's because we're going to do it in two parts, because I just want to make sure I show you every single detail. So again, today we're going to actually focus on the funnel itself, and then the next day or next video, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to talk about the Facebook ad. All right.
Okay, guys, so before we start, let me quickly explain what we're going to do here so you get a good idea of exactly what we're trying to build. So we're going to start obviously this whole thing starts with Facebook ads or traffic. But before we drive traffic, we're going to have to build our funnel or page. Now, we're going to talk about Facebook ads as in the next video. Again, I mentioned this in the intro. But yeah, so with the page we're gonna build is a really simple one. It's a quiz page. All right, so the quizzes are a great way to just engage people as fast as possible without having to really ask for too much. For example, if it's a video, it requires some effort. The video has to be good and all that stuff. But with a quiz, with a couple of questions, you can engage people with a page without having them to maybe write anything, enter any information, like all the email capture, stuff like that. So it's a really great way to capture people. And the thing is, with Facebook, you want to capture people. You want to capture some attention, because the traffic that comes from Facebook, no matter how good or targeted it is, it's usually cold, meaning that you have to engage them with something before you send them to that affiliate link or the sales page of the product, right? So it's really important to actually do this. So we're going to do a quiz. Now, quizzes are acceptable to Facebook because one thing they do is they actually cover the affiliate link very well. They just disguise that link, because affiliate marketing directly is not acceptable on Facebook. They don't allow it, so you don't want to do that. So yeah, we're gonna create a quiz. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna actually do it, and then at the end of this quiz, they're gonna be redirected to the affiliate link or our the sales page basically, and they're going to purchase the product. Now, we're not going to attempt any lead capture, but the tool that I use, you can actually just add a lead capture in the middle of this whole thing, in the middle of this quiz, after they finish the quiz. I'll explain that quickly, but I'm not going to focus on that. So the tool that I'm going to use is Thrive Architect and Thrive Quiz Builder. All right, so I'm going to use WordPress. The reason I use WordPress is because it's more customizable. Just gives you exactly what you want, because there's a lot of different ways to create quizzes. And yeah, so I already have it installed. This is the WordPress site I usually do the testing and ads on. Now this is the plugin is already installed. So what I want to do is I want to go to Quiz Builder and just create a quiz. Now I already have my questions here. So the reason I did this is because I just don't want to waste your time with this stuff. Me thinking about questions, because these are things that just take some time. It takes some time, so you have to just do some research about the questions that you want to ask, all that stuff. So I'm gonna call this Q1. It's fine, whatever. So I mean, the thing is, I haven't even talked about the product stuff. But yeah, so the questions these are the questions that I did research on. They're related to a diet called keto diet. All right. Now, the thing is, because we talk about a lot of different subjects, but this subject that I really want to make a video, it's about cooking and weight loss with cooking. So it's a really good market, and it's a really popular one on Clickbank, a lot more popular than like affiliate marketing products or even weight loss products at some point. So yeah, it's a really great subject to just get in and make money. So there you go. This is the cooking section of the Clickbank. So just want to click there, and the first thing that comes up is this: cater resources. All right, so this is a great product. Basically it's a product that mixes weight loss with cooking and keto diet. So it's a really great and attractive product. All right, so yeah, and yeah, the commission on it is really good as well, so you make some decent money, and it's easy to sell as well. It's really not that complicated. People who want to spend money on these stuff, they don't really think about it twice. So yeah, so let's click promote. I'm going to give it an ID. I'm gonna call this quiz. Okay, KeyU. I usually try to keep my sub IDs, tracking IDs, simple and clear. Alright, so we'll copy that, and let's make this a rich. Oh no, actually, that was fine. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep the link here, and yeah, so let's get to building this thing. Alright, so I'm going to change the type here. I'm just gonna change this to, the thing is, since the quiz that we're building is really not going to achieve anything, let me explain. So you can build quizzes that do different stuff. They give you a score, they give you a percentage, a category, or right and wrong, like a questionnaire or something like that. But in this case, since our quiz is really not achieving anything, we're just gonna ask him a couple of questions to engage him. And really, these questions, they don't matter. It really doesn't matter what's the answer to these questions, right? So because of that, we're gonna go with category. Now the category is basically what it does is it just collects the answers to these questions, and just finds out which category matches the best. All right, so I'll explain that. For example, let's actually just continue here, and now the thing is, when you start with this, when you start with this, you got to give it a category, a couple of categories. Now I'm going to just give it one. I'm going to call this cat 1. It doesn't matter really what do you do exactly with this. So don't display feedback, okay? So yeah, so that's it. Just call it cat 1. But again, because we're not really achieving anything, we're gonna add one more. There you go. Okay, save. That's it. So just don't display anything. And next step, just a quiz style. I'm just gonna choose something really simple. Again, just don't want to complicate it. There you go. It's just light blue. See, this is a brand new style. This seems interesting. I'll go with this, actually. Alright, let's make it look cool, right? Okay, so after you do this, after you choose the style, the next step is just add the question, and then you gotta change the stuff like add these pages and stuff like that. So there's a questions, and then there's a splash page. Splash page is basically the first page that they see. I definitely want to add that. Okay, I see it just adds it. So if they first see the splash page, and then questions, and then results page, and then there's an opt-in gate as well. This is the part I was talking about when I said you can do lead generation as well. I'm not going to do this. Again, this is just up to you. But yeah, so splash page, and then questions, and then manage. So let's go to questions. Okay, let's go ahead here. And let's see. So we're gonna add the questions first. All right. So how long you've been? So again, I already have my questions here because I didn't want to waste your time doing the research for these questions. So yeah. So I'm gonna go with multiple choice with image, question, and description. We don't want to add that. Actually, this one doesn't need to have any images really. So how long? I don't know anything. Well, actually, it's I'm kind of going back to it. Let's add this. All right, so let's add it with image because I want to make it look nice and pretty. You know, that's really important to be more engaging. So yeah, so I'm gonna add this. So we're gonna say how long I don't know anything. So we're adding the answers right now. So when you do this, you just want to add the category. Again, it doesn't matter because in this case, the results of the quiz are not matter. You know, they're not important. So I'm just gonna find some pictures from on Google, and yeah. So let's open, save this. Again, this is the part that just takes some time. You gotta build this thing and add this stuff. All right. Let's go ahead and add this one. There you go. So I don't know anything. Less than 6 months, more than 6 months, longer than less than 6. Now again, it doesn't matter what category you add. You gotta add the picture. I don't know what kind of picture I can find for less than 6 months. Actually, clock. Let's just do something like that. You know, these are the weird stuff they just gotta have to go through. You know, I'm just gonna copy this something. There you go. I'm gonna use the same image for both. Alright, so there you go. More than. Alright. So that's that. That's the first question, right? And next one, again, just want to go through the same thing. Add your questions. Now the next ones are simpler. Okay. Do you have time? Do you have the time to cook for yourself on a daily basis? Yes, I do. Let's find a picture of someone cooking. Cooking. Just trying to type it fast, and I don't do that. There you go. That's fine. I'm looking for some like small images usually, like, you know, the square ones. That's why you don't. I don't want to use the big pictures. See, the dimension on these pictures are pretty big, and it's gonna kind of slow down the page. No, I don't. Let's see if I can find something. Cooking sad. Let's see. That's funny. It's all stock images though. It's fine. Because the image is so small, they're not gonna actually notice this, really. Alright, so that's that. Let's add a category. There you go. So that's the second one, right? So obviously you want to just connect these questions to each other. There you go, just like do it like that. And yeah, so I'm just gonna guys pause this video until I finish these questions, and I'll get back to you. Alright guys, so I'm back, and I'm just done adding the questions. So we got 4 questions here. That should be enough. I don't want to add more than 4 really. Yeah, so just let's keep it simple, right? So we're gonna click save and exit, and that should get us out of this. Alright, so the next step is the splash page. Obviously, you know, we did the questions. I mean, if you want to do it step by step, you want to do it from splash page, but just want to do it from here. So splash page, just want to click edit, and it's going to take you to an editor that is going to help you to just edit this page. All right. This is what I really love about Thrive in general, because the plugins work together really well, and also just gives you a lot of different options. So you can just edit basically whatever on this thing. I'm going to change the background right now and use some of the pictures that, there you go. So yeah, so let's make this a little bit darker. There you go. Alright, so now we're gonna add a headline and also a description real quick. So this is where you gotta start looking into the product you're promoting. What I want to do is I usually just go to the home page of the product, and I just take a look at the headlines and all that stuff, see what we can grab from here. So we're gonna give it a headline that actually, you know, is interesting, so it gets people to click this button. Okay, so let's find a description here. So I want to, if you can't afford a new wardrobe, you do not take this quiz. Four simple questions. Take 4 simple answer 4 simple questions to find out to get an effective. Now the thing is, since we're doing advertising it on Facebook, you don't want to really get into the weight loss thing too much. You know, you don't want to say, hey, lose 20 pounds or something like that. That's really important, because Facebook does not like that at all. Okay, so you want to keep it vague. At the same time, you just want to have that, you know, interesting headlines and descriptions. Do not take this quiz. 20 seconds. It take this 10-second quiz will give you a, you don't want to say effective or working diet or something like that, because again, that's like you're claiming something, and it's not going to be acceptable on Facebook. Let's see what we can find in the page. Weight loss shouldn't be complicated. Be hard or complicated. Take this 10-second quiz to find a healthy option cooking option. Find the best. I want to say something about cooking because we're going to advertise to cooking audience as well. To learn about the best way to cook healthy food for yourself home and save money. That's not bad, again, it's a field that I don't have much experience, so I'm not sure, but yeah, so we'll test this. So let's save it and let's close this now. Alright, so we are done with let's go to edit here. So we're done with that. So we got the splash page question. Now the last part is the results page. Okay, so with the results, there are a couple of different ways that you could do this. You could either do URL redirect or results page. Alright, so I want to go with the results page. Just want to edit this. Now you want to really edit the results page. All right, so let me actually show you what I mean. So you don't want to show any stuff related to the quiz that they just took. What you want to show is just a simple message. Okay, so delete this quiz results. You don't want that, or this. So we found a effective guide for you. Click below to learn more. There you go. Again, nothing complicated here, so I'm just gonna add a button here. Okay, just add a button down here. Let's make it big. 20-day keto challenge, 28-day keto challenge. All right, so there you go. Give it some color, make sure it's positioned correctly and looks nice on the phone as well. There you go. And let's get rid of these, we don't need this. Alright, and last step is just add your affiliate link and we're done. Alright, so just add that and no follow it. That's it, guys. So now the quiz is basically ready. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a page and just add this quiz to the page. Alright, so let me show you this whole thing in action so you see exactly how this thing works. Okay, so I'm just gonna call this quiz and save this up. Just gonna change the URL. I don't want to have any URLs that pop or have any keywords in it. So yeah, so that step is just create the page. We're done with this and that, and again, we're just gonna create a simple page here. Let's see. I think it should be blanked. Yeah, so just a blank page, and I guess, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add the quiz. There you go. There you go. That's the quiz. That's it. So let's see. Now the thing is, one thing you want to always check is you want to see how it looks on the mobile, because that's really important. And it looks good. Alright, so now I'm just gonna save the work here and refresh, and we are good to go. There you go. So now someone lands on this page, they're gonna click on this and they're gonna go through the questions, you know, all this stuff, and there you go. That's it. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start advertising this in next video. All right, so again, I just don't want to make these videos too long, so we're gonna advertise this in next video. So stay tuned. If you're not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.